Do you believe that happiness after retirement can only be found in friendships? Prepare to challenge that belief. Retirement isn't just a chance to unwind, it's an exceptional opportunity to discover yourself and find genuine joy in simplicity. Picture a life unburdened by social obligations, where you can enjoy inner peace and unrestrained freedom. In this video, we'll dive into why letting go of the need for friendships can lead to profound liberation and tranquility. Through real-life narratives and actionable strategies, we'll show you how to fully embrace solitude without feeling lonely. If you're eager to live a fulfilling and happy life without maintaining energy-draining relationships, stay with us. 1. Family as the anchor in retirement. One truth becomes increasingly clear: family is your haven. While friendships may fade and work relationships dissolve, family remains a lasting source of connection and meaning. This is your chance to focus on building deeper relationships with the people who matter most in your life. Let's face it, retirement is a significant life transition. The emptiness you may feel as work routines and social obligations disappear is entirely natural. But instead of filling that void with fleeting friendships, why not invest in relationships that truly enrich your life? Family provides a sense of belonging that no social circle can replace. This doesn't mean relying entirely on family or expecting them to meet all your emotional needs. Rather, it's about appreciating and nurturing the connections you already have, finding joy in simple moments. These moments might involve helping care for grandchildren, sharing meals, or simply spending time together. These small acts create lifelong memories. But what if your family isn't close or your relationships with them are complicated? This is an opportunity to redefine what family means. Sometimes, family isn't about blood relations but about those who love and support you unconditionally. What matters most is having people around you who genuinely care about you. Retirement also offers the freedom to choose how you contribute to others' lives. Previously, you might have felt obligated to help out of duty. Now, you can give in more meaningful ways, through wisdom, emotional support, or simply being present with a loving heart. Remember, family life doesn't have to be perfect to bring fulfillment. Like any relationship, it requires effort, patience, and understanding. Retirement gives you the time to nurture these bonds without the distractions of work or social pressures. By prioritizing family, you'll build a foundation of love and support that makes this phase of life truly worthwhile. 2. The changing dynamics of relationships. One of the most surprising truths about retirement is how relationships evolve. Bonds that once seemed unshakable may begin to wane, and the dynamics between you and others can shift significantly. This isn't a failure, it's a natural part of life. As you retire, you might notice people treating you differently. Former colleagues who once respected your position may grow distant, and friends who relied on your support might no longer seem eager to connect. These changes can be unsettling, but they stem from a simple truth: relationships often reflect circumstances more than genuine connection. During your working years, many relationships are built on shared benefits, roles, influence, or the ability to offer help. When those elements change, the nature of those bonds often changes too. This realization isn't meant to dishearten you but to encourage authenticity. Ask yourself, who values me for who I am, not just for what I can provide? Retirement gives you the freedom to invest in those relationships while letting go of ones that no longer serve you. It's a time to prioritize meaningful connections instead of maintaining appearances. One essential lesson is not to cling to relationships out of habit. Visiting people who no longer welcome you or trying to maintain contact with those who don't reciprocate only drains your energy. Instead, redirect that energy into relationships that uplift and energize you. Don't underestimate the impact of shifting dynamics. For many, realizing that some relationships were primarily transactional can be painful, but it also brings liberation. When you stop seeking validation from others, you create space for genuine peace. Retirement is an opportunity to redefine how you connect with people. By focusing on the relationships that truly matter and letting go of those that no longer align with your life, you'll gain clarity and fulfillment. This is the time to cultivate connections that reflect your values and enrich your life, not just your schedule. 3. Avoid unrealistic comparisons. Retirement is a time to focus on your own path, yet it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. You might hear about someone launching a new business at 65 or another person becoming a best-selling author after 70. While these stories are undeniably inspiring, they do not have to define your journey. Here's the truth: most of these success stories are exceptions, not the rule. Pursuing unrealistic comparisons can lead to frustration and rob you of the joy retirement should bring. Instead, think about what makes you happy, what brings peace, and what fulfills your unique life. It's natural to admire others, but don't let their achievements make you feel inadequate. Your retirement isn't a competition. It's a time to rest, reflect, and pursue what truly matters to you without the pressure of living someone else's story. Ask yourself, what small joys have you always wanted to savor but never had the time for? Perhaps it's gardening, reading, or simply spending unhurried days with family. These activities may not make headlines, but they can bring you immense happiness. Remember, success doesn't always equate to recognition. Many retirees find purpose in volunteering, mentoring, or quietly contributing to their communities. These quiet acts of kindness may not go viral, but they leave a lasting impact. Letting go of unrealistic expectations doesn't mean giving up. It means focusing on goals aligned with your values and energy levels. It means cherishing the life you've built and finding satisfaction in the simplicity of your days. Retirement is a chapter for you to write, not anyone else. By resisting the urge to compare, you free yourself from unnecessary pressure and open the door to genuine happiness. This is your time to grow in your own way. Celebrate it, embrace it, and let the rest fade away. 4. The philosophy of aging gracefully. As retirement unfolds, one of the most profound lessons you'll learn is how to age gracefully. Society often pushes us to chase youth or cling to past achievements, but there is beauty in embracing life's natural progression. By letting go of self-imposed deadlines and the need to please everyone, you open yourself to a more peaceful and fulfilling existence. Aging gracefully doesn't mean abandoning your dreams. It means living each day in harmony with your present reality. Instead of measuring yourself against the expectations of your younger years, recognize the wisdom and insight you've gained. The experiences that have shaped you can now guide others, whether through stories, advice, or simply a comforting presence. At this stage, your physical energy may fluctuate, and that's okay. Rather than feeling guilty about slowing down, appreciate the opportunity to move at a pace that suits you. Relish the simple joys of a leisurely walk, a quiet afternoon with a book, or an unhurried conversation with family. These moments become profound when you're no longer rushing to meet external demands. Don't let the fear of becoming irrelevant drive you to overextend yourself. You're not obligated to always be in the spotlight, and that can be liberating. Aging gracefully involves finding fulfillment in subtle ways, like being present for your grandchildren, sharing laughter with neighbors, or exploring new hobbies purely for the joy they bring. In this chapter, gratitude can be a powerful ally. Reflect on the decades that have passed and the lessons you've learned along the way. Every challenge overcome and every milestone celebrated adds depth to your character. Gratitude transforms aging from something to fear into a journey to cherish. Above all, remember there is no perfect formula for aging gracefully. It's a deeply personal process shaped by your choices and values. By embracing who you are now, with all your strengths and limitations, you'll find a peace that no external validation can replace. This is your time to shine in your own way, calmly, intentionally, and wholeheartedly. 5. The reality of social and professional status. Retirement has a unique way of unveiling the truth about the social and professional roles we've played throughout our lives. It's a humbling realization, yet one that brings newfound freedom. The influence and status you once held may wane, but this shift can pave the way for a more meaningful and authentic life. During your working years, your position often dictated how others treated you. Colleagues, neighbors, and even friends may have shown respect based on the role you held. However, once you retire, those formalities often fade. Some people may stop reaching out, and others might perceive you as less significant. While this can be a bitter pill to swallow, it's also an opportunity to reassess the reality of your relationships. Think about professional gatherings. When you were at the height of your career, your opinions were likely sought after, and your approval carried weight. In retirement, you might notice fewer invitations and less recognition. This isn't because your worth as a person has diminished, but because the external markers of success are no longer part of the equation. While this change can initially feel disheartening, it also empowers you. Retirement strips away superficial layers, leaving room for genuine connections and self-reflection. You are no longer bound by the expectations of a title or role. You can finally focus on being yourself without the pressure of maintaining an image. It's important to acknowledge that some relationships may have been transactional. Those who celebrated your achievements or relied on your influence might now become distant. Instead of mourning these losses, view them as an opportunity to invest in relationships that truly matter, those built on mutual respect and understanding. Retirement is about shifting from external validation to internal fulfillment. It's a time to embrace your value beyond titles, positions, or social standing. By letting go of the need to please or prove yourself, you'll discover the freedom to live authentically. Remember, your worth isn't tied to what you do but to who you truly are. 6. The cost of maintaining friendships. Retirement brings clarity. One of its unexpected revelations is that not all friendships are worth maintaining. As you enter this new phase of life, you may realize that keeping in touch with everyone can become more of a burden than a joy. This isn't selfish, it's practical. Friendships, like everything in life, require effort. Meeting up, staying in contact, exchanging gifts, all these things demand time, energy, and resources. In retirement, your time becomes more precious than ever, and you have the right to prioritize where you invest it. Some relationships bring value, while others, unfortunately, drain your energy. It's essential to distinguish between the two. Ask yourself, how many friendships am I maintaining out of obligation to the past rather than because they still bring me happiness? Retirement allows you to step back and reevaluate. It's not about abruptly cutting ties but understanding which relationships truly matter. There's wisdom in letting go of connections that no longer align with your current life. This isn't an act of anger or resentment but a gentle release of ties that no longer serve either party. When you prioritize the right relationships, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and create space for more meaningful connections. Keep in mind that friendships also evolve with age. Those who once relied on your generosity may now view you differently. For example, frequent visits may no longer be welcome and could gradually become a source of inconvenience. This is a hard truth to confront, but understanding it helps you protect your peace of mind. So, how do you move forward? Focus on quality, not quantity. Devote your time and energy to the relationships that truly matter, those that bring joy, laughter, and mutual respect. Don't feel guilty about letting go of friendships that no longer fit in your retirement phase. Your mental health is paramount. Remember, the friendships meant to last will naturally thrive, while others will fade away with gratitude for the beautiful memories they provided. 7. Redefining purpose in retirement. Retirement is like a blank canvas, offering you the freedom to redefine your purpose. After decades of work and fulfilling obligations, this is your time to choose what truly brings you joy and meaning. But the key is to let go of the pressure to achieve or compete, and instead focus on what makes your life whole. Many people entering retirement feel the need to recreate the sense of purpose they had during their working years. You might consider returning to your old profession or getting involved in a new project. While this may be tempting, this path often leads to disappointment. Because your motivations have shifted, the world is moving fast, and the expectations you once met may no longer align with your current energy or interests. Rather than chasing achievements, think about what brings you inner peace. Perhaps it's simple activities like gardening, painting, or even walking in nature. These activities are not just hobbies, they are pathways to fulfillment without the pressure of deadlines or competition. Remember, purpose does not have to be grand to be meaningful. Volunteering in your community, mentoring the younger generation, or sharing experiences with loved ones can create a profound sense of accomplishment. The key is to focus on what feels right for you, not what society tells you should be doing. Retirement also gives you the chance to explore interests you've always been curious about. Maybe you've wanted to learn an instrument, start photography, or write your life story. These activities don't need to lead to recognition or profit. Their value lies in the joy and satisfaction they bring to your daily life. Letting go of the need for external validation allows you to live authentically. In this chapter of life, your purpose is defined by you, not anyone else. Embrace this time to explore, create, and connect in ways that resonate with your heart. In doing so, you will find that your days are not only full but rich. This is the moment to grow step by meaningful step. 8. Practical financial knowledge in retirement. One of the most important lessons in retirement is learning how to manage your finances wisely. After years of hard work, it's easy to be generous with your assets, especially with close family or friends. But this is a reality check. Your financial stability is the foundation of your peace of mind. It's okay to prioritize yourself as you grow older. Your sources of income may become more fixed. You might have a pension, savings, or investments, but these sources are not unlimited. Supporting grown children or relatives out of guilt or obligation can drain your finances faster than you realize. While the desire to help is natural, setting boundaries is essential. Financial independence is not just about you. It's also about ensuring that you don't become a burden to others in your later years. Think about it. If your children or relatives are capable of self-sufficiency, for example, by lending them money instead of giving gifts or encouraging them to solve problems independently, you may help them grow and become more resilient. You are not abandoning them, you are empowering them. Another common pitfall in retirement is overspending on things that don't truly enhance your life. For instance, you may feel pressured to maintain appearances with lavish gifts or frequent trips just to uphold relationships. But real connections don't require extravagant gestures. A simple visit, a heartfelt conversation, or a shared meal can mean much more. Here's a practical tip. Create a budget that fits your new lifestyle, focusing on experiences and items that bring you joy and enhance your quality of life, such as hobbies, health, or meaningful travel. Don't feel guilty about saying no to unnecessary spending, even if it involves loved ones. By managing your finances intentionally, you can enjoy your retirement without worry or regret. Remember, your finances are a tool to live a full life, not a means to buy approval or maintain outdated obligations. Prioritize wisely, and you'll create a future of peace and stability. 9. Lower expectations and embrace silence. One of the most liberating lessons of retirement is realizing that lowering your expectations leads to far greater peace. For many years, you may have relied on friendships or external recognition to feel connected. But in retirement, you'll come to understand that true contentment comes from within, not from the approval of others. The truth can be harsh. Not everyone you consider a friend will remain in your life. Some relationships naturally fade, while others may have only been superficial, something you didn't see before. Rather than clinging to these relationships, release them with gratitude. When you lower your expectations, you free yourself from unnecessary disappointments. Silence is often misunderstood, but it's not as intimidating as you might think. On the contrary, embracing silence can be profoundly enriching. It is an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, explore your passions, and find joy in life's simple pleasures. This isn't about loneliness, it's about independence. It's about learning to enjoy your own company and cherishing the peaceful moments that allow for reflection and growth. Consider this time as a gift. Without the pressure of maintaining a busy social life, you can focus on what truly matters. Try a hobby you've always wanted, immerse yourself in nature, or deepen your connection with family. Now, you have the freedom to prioritize yourself. You may worry that withdrawing from social obligations will lead to isolation, but the reality is often the opposite. By eliminating the weight of unmet expectations, you'll find that the most meaningful relationships, the ones built on mutual respect and understanding, will naturally flourish. Retirement isn't about isolation or loneliness. It's a time to reclaim your time and energy. It's a journey of learning that you don't need the approval of others to affirm your worth. By embracing silence, you'll discover a sense of inner peace that no social relationship could ever provide. And along with that, peace, you'll find a renewed sense of purpose and joy. So, don't fear silence. Welcome it as an opportunity to rediscover your true self. 10. That the nature of retirement. Retirement marks a new chapter in life, a chance to enjoy life without carrying the burdens of past obligations. After decades of work, family, and friends, feeling uncertain is natural. Yet retirement offers the freedom to shed unnecessary burdens and rediscover what truly matters. As time passes, your priorities will shift. Things that once seemed essential may no longer hold the same value. This isn't a loss, it's growth. Retirement is a chance to move gently, focusing on what brings you joy. The freedom from the pressure to meet others' expectations or maintain old relationships is a wonderful gift. This is a time to reshape your life based on your current values, to spend more time with loved ones, indulge in personal hobbies, or simply enjoy peaceful moments. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning relationships, it means carrying only what aligns with your energy and joy. Embrace this phase as an opportunity to live authentically, to focus on what truly matters, and to let things fall into place naturally. Retirement is a time for you to grow, not just exist. Join us on this journey of exploration and learn how to transform this period into a fulfilling and meaningful life. Conclusion. Retirement is a transformative journey, a time to embrace change, redefine priorities, and focus on what truly brings peace and fulfillment. Letting go of superficial friendships, unrealistic expectations, and the pressure to maintain a status allows you to live authentically. Instead, nurturing family relationships, finding joy in solitude, and aligning with personal values leads to a richer, more meaningful life. Remember, retirement is not isolation, it is freedom. The freedom to explore, grow, and thrive in your own way. By embracing this phase with an open heart, you will discover the true beauty of living life on your own terms. Retirement years are not just for rest, they are a golden opportunity to reshape life in your own way. Remember, true peace and happiness do not depend on the number of friends you have, but on understanding yourself and cultivating strong family bonds. We hope that through this video, you have found valuable insights and inspiration to embrace retirement fully and meaningfully. Welcome simplicity, let go of unrealistic expectations, and focus on what truly brings joy to your life. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to receive the latest updates. The stories are collected from various sources and do not represent any individual or organization. They are shared with the intention of spreading human values in life and have been rewritten with the support of AI. If there are any mistakes, kindly overlook them with understanding. Wishing you all the best in life.